Productions presents XIII. Alright, engines and stuff. The police and my henchmen are calling in our assistance in the search for Adolf Hitler. Obviously, this isn't going to be easy, you all. So may have to stand by against this. So you all may need to prepare yourself. Hitler is really returnable right now as a ghost. Therefore, this could be very dangerous, you lot.
Anyone have an idea to get back at Hitler?
Well, I don't.
How about my self-defense weapon now? What would that be? Just get over here for Christ's sake.
Well, okay then. That could be used. But what for?
Shooting! What on earth?
The generator in my body does that all the time. It's like it has a mind of its...
Shooting? And lots of bombing?
Well, obviously.
Sorry to interrupt, but there is major news breaking. Evil Radio is dead, and he was found near a bus stop near Preston, and with a gunshot wound.
Wait, he's dead? Gunshot wound? He was murdered? Look, you all, regardless of our opinion of that horrible guy, this is very unusual. Don't you see? This indicates something.
It's not like anyone lied to him about this.
Yes, but why would someone kill him after he lost the trial a few days ago? It's very unusual for me. And it was also proven that he had no involvement in this conspiracy. Which means... what does this mean?
And it was all... Howdy, man. I'm Woody the Woodpecker. No. Howdy, man. It means that either Hitler, the clown, or someone working for him convinced him to take that case to the trial, knowing that they would win. But when they did, he started to catch on to their plot. So they bumped him off.
Killed. We were near the location of where Evil Radio was killed. And we also saw what looked like a couple of Nazi guys scrambling onto a bus. Still, this is very deadly, but breathtaking. Setting a trap, eh? Well then, we will have to set a trap first. That didn't work well the last time you did that.
He's right. He wouldn't go anywhere risky without the whole army that was joined us. No, I'll do it again.
Without a little bit of persuasion.
Exactly. Let's just say that the fate of his prized possessions will be determined by whenever he comes to us or not. Exactly. Let's just say that the fate of his prized possessions will be determined by whenever he comes to us or not. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you saying we're going to take more engines hostage? That was a whole lot of work doing it with just one. There ain't no way I'm doing that again. Excuse me, is there a problem? Yes, there is. Because of you and your minions' clumsiness, I was nearly apprehended and now my cover's blown. I can't go anywhere anymore. I did not sign up for this. Just accept it. You've screwed up and now it's time to just run away. Any more actions will get us killed or destroyed. You want me just to give up? Let me make one thing clear with you, Rust Bucket. My life in the past was ruined, and nothing, I mean nothing, is going to make me give up. I will make sure Maru and this whole country is dead, even if I end up dead afterwards. Well, go ahead. I'm done doing your dirty work. Fine then. You'll just have to sit here while they'll find you eventually, and you'll be scrapped. As you stated, you have nowhere to go now, do you? I'm your only path to staying alive at this point. So unless you want to face the bright side, I suggest you show more respect to us people that rescued you in the first place. You ungrateful piece of crap. Yeah, forgive me. Right then. Now, Joseph Stalin, Osama bin Laden, get the others, and now plan the hostage.
Do you know something? This is gonna be a long day.
You can say that again. Be honest, Widow.
When it believed
That's all
that
I put.
things couldn't get any worse, but no. Man, I really do hope that those helicopters dropped the bomb on this Hitler guy.
Exactly. And Osama bin Laden.
Oh, well, they'll both get what's coming to them. Mark my words.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Lemmy, is everything all right? You seem to be very quiet today.
It's nothing you would understand, big sister.
Are you sure? You look rather, well, agitated.
Got you now. Wait, where are you taking me? Sorry, but your something is unwanted for the time being. I'm your one now. Help! Someone get help! I'm being kidnapped.
Lemmy, where'd you go? Oh no! Larry, get over here!
Right, I'm here. So, what's going on? He was taken. Not again. Wait, what? You mean someone that's working for Adolf Hitler took him away? OMG, let's go, if this makes any properness. Good evening. Tonight, I can report to the British people and to the United Kingdom. The Danger Powers has conducted an operation that revived Adolf Hitler, the leader of hell, or the underworld. And he was a devilish terrorist who was responsible for the murder of millions of innocent Jewish men, women, and children. It was nearly 5 years ago, when a bright August day was dark and by far the worst attack on the British people in our history. The images of the swastika are seared into our national memory. Hijacked planes cutting through a cloudless August sky. The Twin Towers collapsing to the ground. Black smoke billowing up from volcanoes. The wreckage of Flight 96 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, where the actions of vicious villains caused even more heartbreak and destruction. And yet, we know to those who were unseen to the world. The empty seat at the dinner table, children were forced to grow up without their mother or their father, or both. Parents who would never know the feeling of their child's embrace. 150 million citizens taken from us, leaving a gaping hole in our hearts. On August 24th, 2000, in our time of grief, the British people came together. We offered our neighbours a hand, and we offered the wounded our blood. We reaffirmed our ties to each other and our love of community and country. On that day, no matter where we came from, what God we prayed to, or what race or ethnicity we were, it didn't matter. We were united as one British family. We were also united in our resolve to protect our nation and to bring those who committed this vicious attack to justice. We quickly learned that the 999 attacks were carried out by the underworld, an organisation headed by Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin and Osama bin Laden, had openly declared war on Great Britain or the United Kingdom and was committed to killing innocents in our country and around the globe. So we went to war against the underworld back then to protect our citizens, our friends and our allies. Over the last 4 to 5 years, thanks to the tireless and heroic work of our military and our counterterrorism professionals, we've made great strides in that effort. We've disrupted terrorist attacks and strengthened our homeland defence. And in the underworld we had, or in fact, in German, by the way, earlier than that, we had removed the German government, which had given Adolf Hitler and the underworld safe haven and support. And around the globe, we worked with our friends and allies to capture or kill scores of underworld terrorists, including several who were a part of the 999 plot. Yep, Adolf Hitler avoided capture and escaped across the German border into Great Britain. Meanwhile, the underworld continued to operate from along that border and operate those through its affiliates across the world. And so shortly after taking office, I directed Leon Panetta, the director of the CIA, to make the killing or capture God of Hitler the top priority of our war against the underworld, even as we continued our border of efforts to disrupt, dismantle, and defeat his network. Then, August this year, last month, after years of evil work by our intelligence community, I was briefed on a possible lead to Adolf Hitler. It was far from certain, and it took many months to run this threat to ground. I met repeatedly with my national security team as we developed more information about the possibility that we had located Adolf Hitler hiding within a compound deep inside the underworld. And finally, last week, I determined that we had had enough intelligence to take action and authorize an operation to get Adolf Hitler and bring him to justice. Today, at my direction, the United Kingdom launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad underworld. A small team of British people carried out the operation with extraordinary courage and capability. No British people were harmed. They took care to avoid civilian casualties. After a firefight, Adolf Hitler was brought back, and many people took custody of Alfred's body when he was killed on that other day, on the 1st of September this year, which was Joseph Stalin who did it, the leader of Russia at that time. For over 2 decades or longer, since Hitler died after the Second World War. Adolf Hitler has been justiced, partnered with Lucifer in the underworld, leader and symbol, and has continued to plot attacks against our country and our friends and allies. The death of Adolf Hitler in 2000, the last time this was going on, marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat the underworld. Yet, his death does not mark the end of our effort. It will keep going on. There is no doubt that the underworld will continue to purchase attacks, and Hitler plots this a lot, since he's the leader of the underworld, or hell. So they will continue to pursue attacks against us. We must, and we will, remain vigilant at home and aboard. As we do, we must also reaffirm that the United Kingdom is not, and never will be, at war with hell. I've made clear, just as President Donald Trump, the leader of the United States, did shortly after 9/99, that our war is not against hell, because Adolf Hitler was not a hell leader in the first place. It was Lucifer, but now he is. He was a mass murderer of Jewish people on Germany. Indeed, the underworld has slaughtered scores of Muslims in many countries around the globe, including our own back then, since Britain and France declared war on Germany back then. So his demise should be welcomed by all who believed in peace and human dignity, that he is back again. Over the years, I've repeatedly made clear that we take action within the underworld if we knew where Hitler was. That's what we've done, but we might need to do that again. But it's important to note that our counter-terrorism cooperation with the underworld helped lead us to Hitler and the compound where he was hiding. Indeed, Hitler had declared war against Britain as well, and ordered attacks against the British people. Tonight, I called President Zadari, and my team has also spoken with their counterparts. They agree that this is a good and historic day for both of our nations, and going forward, it is essential that Britain continued to join us in the fight against the underworld and its affiliates. The British people did not choose or want this fight. It came to our shores and started with the senseless slaughter of our citizens. After nearly 5 years of service struggle and sacrifice, we know well the cost of war. These efforts weigh on me every time I, as Commander-in-Chief, have to sign a letter to a family that has lost a loved one, or look into the eyes of the service member who's been gravely wounded. So British people understand the cost of war, yet as a country we will never tolerate our security being threatened, nor stand idly by when our people have been killed. We will be relentless in defence of our citizens and our friends. and allies too. We will be true to the values that make us who we are, and on nights like this one, we can say to those families who have lost loved ones to the underworld's terror, justice has been done. Tonight we give thanks to the countless intelligence and counter-terrorism professionals who have worked tirelessly to achieve this outcome. The British people do not see their work, nor know their names. But tonight, they feel the satisfaction of their work and the result of their pursuit of justice. We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation, or they exemplify the professional patriotism and unparalleled courage of those who serve our country, and they are a part of a generation, that has borne the heaviest share of the burden since that September or August day. Finally, let me say to the families who have lost loved ones on 999 that we have never forgotten your loss, nor wavered in our commitment to see that we do whatever it takes to prevent another attack in our shores. And tonight, let us think back to the sense of unity that prevailed on 999. I know that it has time frayed, yet today's achievement is a testament to the greatness of our country and the determination of the British people. The cause of securing our country is not complete, but tonight we are once again reminded that Britain can do whatever we set our mind to. That is the story of our history. Whether it's the pursuit of prosperity for our people, or the struggle for equality for all our citizens, our commitment to stand up for our values aboard, and our sacrifice to make the world a safer place. Let us remember that we can do these things not just because of wealth or power, but because of who we are. One nation, Great Britain, under God and Jesus, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Make God bless you, and make God bless the United Kingdom of Europe. But I'm not finished yet. Today there has been another attack. It's a good thing that all my engines are back, but Hitler has planned a hostage. First of all, wait a minute. He's on the computer. He's on my phone. Hold on. I think he's here. Oh, hello? Yes, I'm still alive, and it's most certainly not over. However, I've decided to be reasonable instead of trying to end your career. I have come up with a compromise. Me and my minions have 5 of your engines and most of your sidekicks hostage right now, in different parts of the country. If you do not head to our demands, we will start ending them one by one. Now then, here are our requests. You make your way over to me, and I mean only you. no police or army with you, and you will deliver to me no less than £100 billion. Cheque or cash, or card, whatever is convenient and possible for you. Anyway, you will bring me that money, and I shall take over this country and never let anyone come to this place. That will be the last you will ever hear from me, and the rest of your career will be forgotten. You have until 10 o'clock tonight. If you do not do this, then once again, it will be the end. We have lots of molten stuff with us, so don't think that we are bluffing. And the same applies if there's any police or any of your henchmen involved in any international rescue attempts. We are currently sending my location to you through email, so only you will have access to it, even if it isn't possible, but you already know the consequences of that. I hope that we can handle this like respectable men. Once again, you have until 10 o'clock tonight. Don't try me. Oh no. First of all, Lemmy Cooper was kidnapped. This board behind me will show who this person is. He didn't look like that. Right, that's Barack Obama. Edit it. That's Mr. Matt. Hitler didn't look like that. Or was it not Hitler who kidnapped Lemmy? Come on, boss, we're wasting time. They're counting on us. Right. Well, I'm wondering what we're gonna do. Hold on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. To be continued in part 14.